Alright, so the basics of reverse building ramps. It's pretty simple, really. Essentially, it's about making it smooth so that you don't brick the ramps, but it actually goes a little bit further than that. Because you can make one that's not brickable, but it's still not really smooth. So, first of all, to make your ramp perfectly level on a weird surface, let me find a little hill or something. Alright, let's start over here. To make it perfectly level, rather than just putting it down, see how it's like switches over from side to side sometimes, and what you want to do is just hover it and then take another ramp and put it down so there's a little bit of a gap between there and the ground. And then you spin this ramp around and see how it like goes down. This is on top of the ramp, and then there's this weird little space where you can place it between the ground and the ramp in the little hole. So all you do your little switch glitch. Sometimes it'll let you do it from that side, sometimes you'll have to switch over. And there you go, you got the beginning of the smoothness. And essentially, what you need is to have this ramp's edge underneath the other ramp's edge. But if you do it like this, where there's not a long space, the car is still going to shudder as you go up it. So, for building off a flat surface, normally what you would do is get this right around the edge area, and then what you want is a visible overlap. See how it's actually overlapped? That's the smoothest of smooth reverse building that you're gonna get. And then from here on out, to make it super smooth, not just reverse built, but smooth, you do basically the same thing. Add up 2 ramps. And then your third one so that it's just slightly underneath the other one. Like so. Alright. And then, as you will notice, once you get up to, what is it, the 4th, 5th one, you won't be able to do the move glitching, or the switch glitching anymore. So this is where actual reverse building starts to take place. And I'll continue it all the way around to a half loop to show you the knob removal of it. And essentially at this point, it's not going to be brickable anymore, but because this is a small space, it's still going to make your car shudder slightly. And you see it's all funky. So you can use the smooth ramp for jump ramps and whatnot, but at this point you have to deal with the shudder. And I'll show you the typical technique of smooth ramp building for a full half loop. So you do your little float trick. Usually if it's steep enough of a hill, you can just hit the float once and you got a straight, perfectly level ramp. So then, see, as you can see from here, there's the little knobs, and if you're going full speed in one of the new cars, the front bumper is going to smash that and you're going to brick. It's going to make people mad. So and basically from this way you're just switch glitching the sign right as far towards the top as you can get it. And this should be the last one that you can get. Yeah. See, now it's actually vertical. And then to do the half a loop part, what a lot of people don't realize is you have to actually remove the knob. The knob I am talking about is that knob. You will brick on that knob with any of the new cars. And all you gotta do for reverse building is just delete them down a little. And instead of going at the top, you go down as far as you can. On the second ramp there. And no more knob. But you still have the problem of needing to reverse build down here. So all you do for that some people say you gotta reverse build a whole like 5, 6, 7, 8 ramps, but you really don't. To make it not brickable, all you gotta do is these 3. Pretty much get it where it's coming out from the top. Do the same here. And the same here. And then the same here with a little bit of the hover. And what you do for this, move it back just a little bit and then go forwards, and there will be a spot where it'll allow you to put it. That's a little far up there. This hill might be a little too steep for it. Yeah, so in this case, all you do is spin this guy around. And bam, you got yourself a perfectly unbreakable ramp with decent flat areas for every spot. It'll actually be smooth. And then, yeah, that's how you get your angles back. You pick up a prop that's at whatever angle you want, and then click it back and forth, rotation one way and the other. I'll just finish out the half loop here, and hey, I'll even show you how to put a good little flipper on it. You can either use a container or a ramp. It's essentially the same idea, it just depends on what you want to use. The container generally will spin you a little bit flatter, but yeah. You can get it to whatever angle you want. That's pretty much a flat angle. Stick this guy over on the edge. Give it a little rotation. And you can adjust it as necessary. And then you delete this one. And let's test it with the Turismo. Look at that smoothness. There you go. That's how you build smooth ramps and perfectly unbreakable half loops.